boy. Oof. Welcome to the Empire. Luck. Thank you for your questions and feedback regarding our luck system. We're happy to provide more details here as to how the system works under the hood. There are two ways to interpret luck. An overall scale that you can think of as a ratio of when things occur or a percentage chance to occur. A relative scale that has a movable odds range based on other values we add into it. Things like enemies and searchable containers use method 1, where anything in their drop list can occur, and your luck stat increases the likelihood of you getting the less common item in the list. In New World's loot model, drop tables are divided up into overall rarities, with rarer groupings of items living higher on the roll table than the more common items. There are entire sets of items that drop less frequently than other sets, and equipment is a great example. There are collections of equipment that live at different general probabilities: a common set, a family set, and elite sets. Rarer still are the more context-specific expedition sets and named items. Common items have the broadest possible perk roll variety. Family sets have slightly more narrow perk roll variety and a higher chance to roll perks. And elite sets only come from gold bar elite enemies and have a narrower perk rolls and even higher chance to roll perks. Expedition items almost always roll some perks, and named items come with a preset selection of perks that don't roll. So a good example is Genesis. In Genesis, you find that you will see more resilient items dropping from just random drops from bosses and stuff, right? While you won't see that in the outside world. And possibly freedom from Lazarus dungeons as a more common perk found. While if you go to certain named mobs, their family sets will have a specific type of perks that you'll find. So it's very interesting to know, oh, you want this kind of item, these kind of perks, then you farm these kind of this group. Luck doesn't increase your chance to get higher gear score rolls or roll more perks. Luck doesn't increase your chance to get higher gear score rolls or roll more perks, but it does increase your chances of seeing item drops that have higher chances of rolling bonuses. Gatherables, but not fishing, use method 2. As your luck stat increases, it gradually enables new items to drop from the table. This means that if your luck values are totally unmodified, there are some items in those tables that are impossible for you to obtain without a bonus. This is particularly useful for AND tables, or tables that give you more things as they roll higher. If we were to use this with OR tables, it would actually decrease or even eliminate your chances of getting items in the lower roll ranges of the table. So we don't do that. We set up these tables to open up more as your base luck grows to avoid inundating lower skill level players with less common items that they would have no use for until progressing much further. We also use it to plant little surprises and new things to find as you level your gathering skills. Additionally, we don't use percentages in our data notation. We use integer-based roll ranges to apply probability weights to the chances of a specific thing dropping. For instance, let's roll range on regular tree is 100,000. Because it is. But somewhere above that range, say 1,000 or 105,000, is a chance to get a fish. Trees don't drop fish. Just an example. When you chop down a tree with unmodified luck, you have a 0% chance of getting a fish. Good to know. But if your luck was modified by, say, 10,000, your roll range increases from 0 to 100,000 to 10,000 to 110,000, which gives you roughly a 5% chance to get that fish when you chop down the tree. But if you only increase your luck by 5,000, you would have a 0.00001 chance at that fish. But that's why our luck increases from things like food, equipment, are pretty chunky. So we avoid cases where luck value is stuck in an unfortunate ultra low odds of a thing. With gatherables in particular, increasing your gathering skill adds base luck to your roll, with level 200 granting a total of 2,000. There aren't any cases in the game where not having luck bonus will prevent you from getting an item as long as associated trade skill is at 200. You can use food and equipment to further increase your drop chances, or even enable some items to drop for you earlier in your progression. Thank you for the interest in our luck system. It was fun to answer it. See you in a tournament.